He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Broncos and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now we see the first fall of the ball game, and he's got it complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Lewis. And that is caught on the right side, but out of bounds. Such a long drive. The throw taken a little too far. It's second down. Throwing is Lewis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now brings up third down. Looking to throw. Lewis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Lewis on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now we're a first down pickup of 8. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan. Right there, I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Second down and 3. Off play action. Lewis. And that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Schedule after the game is set up kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and help his team to win.
And they work this right upfield across the 35. 23 yards in the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And drives down the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
Okay, he'll bring that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Broncos at 72 here on the year. And they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, I could have played better. One play here, one play there. Maybe could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, it's definitely going to draw a flag.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. This pass out wide to Hall. And here he'll get it down to 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence. Touchdown, Denver. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. They're trying to figure out how to defend it as this game moves on.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And now much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Lewis now looking to throw on second down. That is incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. But you look at this Bronco defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer number 28.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. For about 5, up close to the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, brings up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way to the end zone now for a touchback. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Short throw to Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. Working the middle of the field. He's got him incomplete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16. But they get the conversion anyway.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And it's right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Lawrence. To the right side of his goal. And he'll be taken down about before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence will throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. On play action, Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. James Smith, 34 yards. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. That pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was James Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Lewis. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He had the defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. Fights off the defender. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes. Some of them move. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push up at the end of the route, too.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. He gets it underneath to Hall. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will stretch the lead out to 17 to 3. That was perfect from distance. He steps up, knocks it right down, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lewis to throw on 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Going on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down. It looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 6.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll fake it down the jet sweep, and instead here's Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Touchdown, Giants! Stephon Diggs, 34 yards. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them and don't have enough confidence to make a play? Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Catch it on the left sideline with the little room out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deep to return is Darius Davis. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. It'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Lewis. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. As he throws there, incomplete. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Again, he'll drop the throw. That pass taken in by Burks. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.